back to the Punters show coming up very soon. Miss Bondi. Glenn, you're not as fired up as you always are.
It's AM. It's AM. Usually we do the show after Canterbury at the races. I've been in 11 dead heats, 3 protests and 9 blow-ups, so I'm usually a bit more sparked up. But I'll come good.
And
he's first up off a break.
First up off a spill, and you haven't sworn yet.
I know, Peter Volandis has got me following the code of conduct. I don't know. He sort of hypnotised me when I was here that day.
All right, let's see if we can get you fired up with these couple of emails. And of course, for those who didn't know, Glenn Pollitt did mention that Turak Toff was going to become the best horse in Australia after the autumn last year.
I did mention that, and I was wrong. But it did win first up, and followers of mine, and others are stuck here because they all shook my hand. No one threw anything again. But did the job first up, but did get to the right part of the track.
I'll get to the emails, one from Andrew, one from Cameron. I've said this before, but thanks, Glenn, for your amazing tipping service. Your opinion and not just numbers really help.
Great.
Last season, you just proved Turak Toff as an outstanding top Saturday to win the Cox Plate. I backed it at 100 to 1. Its run on Saturday filled me with confidence. It was brilliant. What are your thoughts after that run, and who else do you think there's a danger? And before you go on, Cameron says, thanks for Turak Toff on Saturday, and asks if it's a moral in the Golden Rose and Caulfield Guineas.
Got a great chance in the Golden Rose. Got a good chance in the Caulfield Guineas. Doubt it can win the Cox Plate off what it did first up. Look, it got the money the other day, but it tracked and tracked and tracked. Put the right-hand blinker on, got it on the line. Watched the horse come back to scale. Didn't think it had grown as much as I thought it would have. The $101 the Cox Plate, obviously, it's going to have the right type of lead up. You'll certainly be able to crush on Betfair. I'd be crushing later on when it's harder in the market.
All right, well, while we're talking about a Cox Plate, Neil Evans, your market, please.
Yeah, Cox Plate market, of course, shootouts at the top, 2 from 2 back, $6. So You Think, interesting to hear what the boys say about So You Think, didn't run, been in work for a long time, it's $8.50. Predatory price are $11. There's the mare Typhoon Tracy, $17. And you can see plenty of quality gallopers there. And Turak Toff, 71 down to 41. I like it in the Cox Plate, and I think it might be a Cox Plate type horse, a lot more than the Caulfield Guineas. But
yeah,
a good market.
I think it'll shorten from it. I think it'll still have a nice preparation. But I did say on the show that it was the best horse in Australia, and I'm just retracting that now after we all got the money on Saturday.
Well, everyone raved about shootout. It was in the lane from the 600, whereas Turak
I
Toff
worry
still
about
had to finish
shootout
off.
still being there. I know
Well,
the
I
trainer
do
keeps
too.
saying it.
What about round up the
Flattered.
usual suspects here, eh? It's just, I mean, I like the look of the Caulfield and Melbourne Cup market. It's better than this. This is
What do you say? Hoobie, Typhoon Tracy,
so you
Predatory
think
Price,
Typhoon
Hard
Tracy
Dreams.
there, you know.
Hard Dreams.
You can have them. You can have them all. Yeah.
So You Think. No, there's no dramas with So You Think. Everything's sweet.
okay.
Yeah, they just wanted to
Maybe
avoid
the winner isn't there.
Maybe the winner, Metal Bender, is he going to be in the Cox Plate?
Maybe the winner's a 3-year-old that's going to come on the scene and go bang.
All right, and just quickly, Neil, the
No,
Caulfield
the
Guineas
3-year-olds
market, if we
won't.
could
The
just have
3-year-olds
a
are
quick
rubbish.
look at that.
Maybe Rosso.
Caulfield Guineas market, please.
Caulfield Guineas, yeah, another interesting race. Star Witness that resumed was rolled on Saturday, $8.50. Turak Toff, much shorter, of course, than the Guineas at $8.50. Masquerader, guys, fantastic run first up, $13. Skill, $13. Squamosa, unbeaten, $14. You can see the other candidates there getting out to press day, the interesting runner, quoted at $17.
And we've put Breitling in the market on the board.
Breitling, yeah,
No, I'll tell you why.
Well, I'll tell you why, because none of these are a race-net horse. I thought it was the best run in that race the other day on the hard up against the fence. I thought it was an exciting run, Looks like a box seat to me in the Caulfield Guineas and be big odds.
51 right
All
now.
right, well, hopefully everybody filled up with Turak Toff winning on Saturday, but you are changing your opinion, not the best horse in Australia.
I am changing my opinion, but did the job. Everyone got plenty of money. What a beauty.
Happy days.
Who is the
Who
best
cares?
horse?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
We'll have
been
a
let down.
think about that and come
Tough one
back.
to
But
answer.
right now, you know what we've got to do, Glenn?
Miss Bondi?
Miss Bondi. Miss Bondi was
God, I
out and
love
about
her.
at Rose Hill, and here she is. This is what she came up with from last Saturday's races.
Rob, how are you going today?
Going very well. We're all the better talking to you.
And how do you think today's going to go?
I think today go very well, and it all depends on how the track plays, and that's the thing we're all interested in.
Look, it's much better than we have had in the previous few weeks, Camille. We've got a slow 7 today, which is a great change on how we've been in the past few meetings, and I think it'll play quite well.
Look, it's nice to be at the races with some nice weather. We've had some pretty atrocious tracks in the last couple of weeks, so nice to be at Rose Hill with a bit of sunshine, and I think the track's probably the best track we're going to be on for probably 6 or 7 months. So if the track race is good, you'll see good racing today.
So Richard, unlike my dad, I've heard that you actually spent hours doing the form. How does that go for you?
Yeah, well, I've got a lot more. I've got kids to look after. I've got to pay the mortgage. You know, Glenn's got half a dozen houses. He doesn't probably need to do the form as much, but About 7 or 8 hours to do the form. My kids have got to eat, and well, I've got to look after myself. I'm 130 kilos, so I've got to get plenty of money. So I've got to do I do the form real hard, and hopefully that's how I get my money.
Fair enough. Dad did get me through a private school, but somehow he got me there.
I think that might have had something to do with your mother.
Anyway, is there any other ways that you prepare for the races?
I do the form, watching a lot of videos, whether it be trials, whether it be replays. I think the secret to winning is working out how a race will be run. That's the most important thing of any form, is the pace of a race. Horses aren't machines. They just can't run home in 31 seconds if they're going to be back in the field giving the leaders 8 lengths. Working out the speed of the race is the most important thing, I reckon, doing the form.
How do you think your tips hold up against my dad's?
Oh, we all have our days. I remember your old man yelling at me over the fence when I used to slaughter him. He hasn't changed much, that's for sure.
Thank you very much for my first tip of the day.
Hawke Island, $3.30. It was a terrific price. Tempo of the race was against it, but it still managed to do the job.
Well, it won me $50.
And I noticed you outlaid my 25 on it. It was a good start of the day. There's 7 more minutes to go.
Don't know if I'll be paying you back that 25. Anyway,
I'd expect you to rob me. That's what you're supposed to do.
how do you think the field's going to play out for the rest of the day?
Well, I did notice then that a couple of horses that tried to make their runs up the inside of the track looked to be a touch disadvantaged. So I think today horses will be scouting wide, and we might find a few little birdies later on at big odds flashing down the outside to buy you a nice dress.
So Glenn Pollitt, welcome Miss Bondi to the segment. Did she get a new dress out of the day on Saturday? How'd the Mounting Mail go? No.
She's got more money than all of us. So she doesn't get out of bed unless she earns $2,500 these days. She's a clever kid.
How much do we have to pay her?
Did a freebie first up. She's a good girl.
Thank God. The bills are racking up here today. Okay, Mounting Mail Saturday, a few winners, and you potted Kemosabe. You actually used one of your favourite lines. If Kemosabe wins, you'll get a job.
Well, I've only said it twice, and of course the first one was that awful Electric Dreams, which I still don't reckon won a race. But Kemosabe, I've got 4 traits which I'm never going to tell anybody about, and one of them is dynamic. It's absolutely dynamic, and when they show this, they don't win. Kemosabe, unfortunately for the punters who took the short odds, was displaying that.
Actually, just quickly, I'm just going to take you to task. You do show people that because there are a couple of people who know what you're doing, and we've got to say now that we're going to be in Melbourne for the Melbourne Carnival, and there's going to be somebody up here following your system. So the Mounting Yard Mail in Sydney will stay, but we're going to be based in Melbourne from Caulfield Guineas Day with the Mounting Yard Mail. So big news for Melbourne and Sydney punters. Warren Huntley will be jumping on board and helping us out with Melbourne too. We're all getting into the form for that now as we speak.
Can't wait to get to Melbourne. 5 weeks down there. Going to come back with plenty of cash. Hopefully we'll come back alive. All right, lovely. What's your parameters? We either come back broke or come back winning half a week? We're coming back with plenty. All right, we'll take a break and come back. Hats Aiken is next.